Artemi Panarin has just been traded. Let's talk about it. Artemi Panarin is heading west. The New York Rangers have traded one of the league's most dynamic wingers to the Los Angeles Kings, and suddenly the balance of power in the West just got very interesting. The Kings have been knocking on the door, but they've run headfirst into the Edmonton Oilers year after year. So does adding Panarin finally change that? Who does he slot in with? How dangerous does this make the LA Kings top six? And is this enough firepower to knock McDavid and company out in the first round? Let's break it all down. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm YouTube Trev. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You're probably like, oh my gosh, you're so far from your original. Yeah, this is for, if you're new to the channel, this is how the set usually looks. I record from right here, but yeah, stick to the end. And I'll tell you what happened. Well, I'll just tell you right now. My freaking basement flooded, man. This damn corner, right where I record, of course, flooded. So I had to move everything up. It's drying. Everything's kind of getting worked out right now. I've got a heater right there working on everything. Yeah. So anyway, maybe I'll touch on that a little bit more at the end of the video. But of course, there's so much stuff I had to talk about. And I had to talk about this, man. I absolutely had to talk about this. So huge news. If you're new to the channel, as always, guys, thanks for all the continued support. If you like this content, leave a like. Leave a like. Let's see if we can get this bad boy to 100 likes, and drop a comment down below, as it is the sponsored segment of every video right here on Above Average, brought to you by timetrackers.ca. If you drop a comment down below and it gets the most likes, I'm going to give it a shout out in my next video. Okay, all that out of the way. Artemi Panarin. I was listening to one of my favorite shows, EST Afternoons, right here in Edmonton, and then all of a sudden, dun-dun-dun, breaking. Artemi Panarin traded to the LA Kings. I'm going to share my initial thoughts on this as well. Maybe halfway through this video, I'll touch on it. Oh my. Why do you make this so difficult on me? Okay, just to break down the trade, the Los Angeles Kings traded prospect Liam Greentree, a conditional 2026 third-round pick, and conditional 2028 fourth-rounder to the New York Rangers for Panarin, who comes with 50% salary retention on his $11.64 million deal. Panarin extended immediately at $11 million AAV as the Kings, holding Pacific wildcard spots at 23, 17, 14, aim to ignite their playoff push alongside Anze Kopitar. The Rangers, struggling at 22, 28, and 6, gain youth like the 6'2" Greentree, who dominated OHL with 90 points last season while protecting their return with playoff upgrade conditions. Okay, so not going to really touch on the Rangers side of things. Yeah, whatever. They were able to get something, you know, he was going to leave anyway. They made it pretty clear that, you know, it's kind of going like this, right? So yeah, they got Liam Greentree. I think they did pretty good with what, you know, what was dealt their way. But yeah, I'm mainly going to look at the Kings side of this. This is huge. Yeah, this is absolutely huge. And I mean, the fact that, I mean, you look at the thumbnail, like, look at Kenny Holland, man. He's up to his good old tricks. This does a lot. So, you know, my thoughts, does this get them past the first round though? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, I think it's a great acquisition. I mean, he's an unbelievable player. I don't mind the money and the term. Like, if it was 3 or 4 years, I think that the contract, I wouldn't have liked it. But you're getting him at $2 million. Or you're getting him at 2 years at $11 million. That's not bad at all. Like, I honestly, I think he's still got that offense. You look at the crap that the Rangers have been going through. Like, he hasn't had a great year, but you get him out of that and you put him immediately into the top line with, you know, lots of talent with the Kings. They do have lots of talent. Change of scenery, I think, is going to be huge for him, and I could see him getting back to his old form. He was just a few seasons shy of having a career year, right? Where he was just, man, he was just unreal. I think I had him on my fantasy team that year. So an unreal player. This is going to be good for Quinton Byfield as well, because it's so strange to me. You got Adrian Kempe, who just shows up in the playoffs, man. Like, this guy going up against the Oilers the last few seasons, obviously, you know, the Oilers are the team, you know, I follow, and you know, I'm kind of a fan. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan. I've watched them my whole entire life, but just, I've got a soft spot for Adrian Kempe, man. Like, I've ever since, like, the last 6 years, 7 years maybe, he's been noticeable, very, very noticeable in the regular season, but then when it comes to playoffs, like, he's a star. And it always has me, like, asking, like, why isn't this guy, like, an 80, 90-point player in the regular season? Because in playoffs, the numbers that he's able to put up, man, he's unreal. Like, he is such a sniper. He looks so dynamic. He's so shifty. Great hands. Like, he is an absolute playoff performer. He shows up, but aside from him showing up, no one really else does for the LA Kings, and nothing against them. Obviously, they're going up against a powerhouse in the Edmonton Oilers when you've got the likes of McDavid and Draisaitl, but Kempe and Panarin definitely looks a lot better than, Kempe and, Byfield, right? Like, Byfield, he has yet to, it's one of those things where he shows great signs and you're expecting a big season for him, and then just nothing. Like, so far, like, this is a very, very, like, this is a letdown of a year. Like, he's showing, just great growth last year, and you're like, okay, yeah, he's going to be a point per game player. He really came into his own near the end of the season. He's physical. He's everything you want in a modern day hockey player. But man, like, he was invited to Team Canada's camp that they had last offseason because, yeah, he was raising eyebrows for all the right reasons. Like, this guy could be on Team Canada. I think I did a mock draft or prediction where I was like, yeah, I could see him being on the fourth line. And then the season started and he's just nothing, man. Like, he just absolute slump. Like, just he's fallen off like crazy. So what does this do for a player like Quinton Byfield? Panarin, he's had great individual success. He's been able to light the lamp, put up crazy points. I think that's going to be huge for Byfield, especially if they can play on the same line. Time will tell there, but Kings fans, where would you like to see him fitted? That would probably be my spot, I'd say. And just looking at the lineup right now, yeah, you got Corey Perry, who's top left. That's kind of crazy. And then Laferriere is centering the top line, and then you got Kempe on the right. I mean, you got to replace Panarin for Perry there. Like, what does that look like? And then you got Anze Kopitar, Trevor Moore, Joel Armia. I don't mind that. Trevor Moore, he had a pretty good year a few years ago, and then he's kind of since fallen off a little bit. Kevin Fiala, Quinton Byfield, and Kuzmenko, same, like, man, like Kuzmenko as well, man. When they first got him last year, he looked unreal, especially to start the playoffs. He was just tapping it in. And then you got the fourth line. I'm not really going to touch much on there. But, yeah, like, what do? I would love to see Quinton Byfield and Panarin. I really, really would. Like, and just thinking about Kevin Fiala as well. Like, they've got lots of talent, and you're inserting a 100-point player into your lineup at $11 million for the next, 2.5 years. That's awesome. Like, if you're a Kings fan, you've got to be through the roof excited, especially what you were able to give up. I'm not going to pretend like I know who they traded away. He's apparently really good. Dominated the OHL, 90 points last season, Liam Greentree. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm pretty dialed in with most prospects. I've never really heard of this guy. So are you giving up much? I don't know, man. I think this is a home run. Definitely for the Kings and for the Rangers. Like, you did good. I'm not going to give you a downgrade. Like, I think you did pretty solid, knowing what hands you were dealt. So, yeah, I think this is a win-win for both teams, but especially the Kings. I can't wait. There's a good chance. Like, right now, just looking at the standings, they're looking in. They are looking in. I think this definitely helps them, especially down the stretch here. They're going to make the playoffs, and if they do, they very well could play the Oilers again, which I'm not going to lie, is kind of getting old. It's kind of getting annoying at this point. Like, who cares? Like, really, at this time? Like, I hate it. So do you like the wild card system that they have right now? Like, bring it back. And they never will, because Gary Bettman, if he did, he'd be admitting to his own failure, and that's he's stubborn. He would never do that. So Artemi Panarin, the newest LA King, I love it. I absolutely love it. I remember when Panarin was leaving Columbus, he talked about going to like a big market city. Like, he was more about it for the city than for a winning team, which I don't know if I really like that, but yeah, like, it was New York, the Big Apple all the way. So when I saw, like, I remember seeing a few things. Oh, the Oilers are interested. Yeah, they're never going to make that work. Dallas I saw as well. I'm like, yeah, I don't think he was either going to Anaheim, anywhere like Anaheim, San Jose, LA or somewhere down in Florida. Like those were the destinations. Like he wants to be somewhere hot and sunny. And if it wasn't New York, obviously he already did that. So yeah, I think it's great. Kings fans, what do you think? Drop a comment down below, as I do interact and read with every single one. Just want to say thanks for all the continued support again. But man, kind of crazy. So when we return from the Olympic break, Artemi Panarin will be repping the black and silver, and I can't wait to see what he's able to do, man. Yeah, and this is actually a good point. I should have brought this up a little bit ago, but Artemi Panarin, just looking at what he's been able to do in the playoffs the last few years, the last few goes here. When I asked earlier, does this, get them over the hump? I don't know. It's definitely going to help their chances for sure, but he's not really a playoff performer as much as you'd think. Just looking at the numbers, and my screen is taking forever to load. Come on. What are we doing here? But yeah, just looking at what he's been able to do in the playoffs, going back to, I'll just look at his last 3 seasons in the postseason. 21-22 with the Rangers, 20 games played, 16 points. 22-23, 7 games played, 2 points. And 23-24, 16 games played, 15 points. So he's not a point per game player in the postseason, and man, maybe I'm talking myself out of this. Like, it's obviously a great get. You want a player like this, but I just will say be hesitant, because what he's able to do in the regular season and what it looks like he's able to do in the playoffs are two different things. And not only that, is he a gritty, feisty. We've seen what the playoffs in Edmonton have been like. If that is the team they go up against again, it's going to be physical. Is Panarin gritty? Like, he's not known for his grittiness and his physicality. So there is that. I'll leave it at that. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Thanks for all the continued support. If you're new to the channel, obviously smash that subscribe button. Talk all things hockey. And yeah, I really appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, highlight the most liked comment in my previous video was about Jack Roslovic signing in Edmonton. The most liked comment, again, I think this guy's gotten 3 in a row. Old Man Jenkins 12. Jack Roslovic is one of the most talented, fun additions to the Oilers this year, and I do hope they re-sign him to a good deal. Couldn't agree more. Thanks for all the continued support. I'll see you in the next one. Don't be average when you can be above average. Peace.